know what I'm saying? Fix the hair real quick. Oh, it's not shower. Yeah, looks pretty nappy. Stuff in it, what the heck? You know what I'm saying? Type-ish. Some of the stuff is blind. Alright. Camera's on. I'm off my phone, man. I can never figure out the freaking camera. Let's get into it. So I was outside today, and I think I'm gonna make a video. So let's just get into it. With the dating scene, guys and females, things of that nature. I'll start with the guys because I'm a guy from my perspective. I'm 24, so I'm not that old, but I'm not that young. So, I've never been married, or I would say a serious relationship, but I'll talk or maybe date. But mine stuff, females my age or a bit older, not so much younger, maybe once or twice, if that. But let's get to it. So for guys, it's pretty simple. We're very physical. Most guys, biologically, that's just how we are. Body, overall appearance, face, things of that nature. But I do feel like, now this is more so for me though, your personality. Like, can we at least hang as friends, or different settings, and we work together? Obviously it's rare to work together and keep in contact with someone. But it can happen. I'm outside right now, so maybe I should put some spray or something, but in Florida it's not too bad right now. Anyway, so most guys aren't that picky, Like out of 10, 5 is average. 6, that's above average. 7, then 8, 9, 10, that's like the top female. At least for me, overall appearance, not just body, not just face. That have at least a little bit. Then they might be the thickest chick in the world. Cause some of these, chicks that we think are thick, some of them overweight or almost obese. Dang, that's a lot of, this and that, but not in the best shape. Plus females that work out, that also can help too, to a certain extent. I see females, they have the surgery and whatnot. I seen it in real life maybe 10, maybe a dozen times. Like, actually, I'll tell you, sometimes it can be tough. Well, I don't know. Definitely the BBL, or yeah, definitely seen that for sure. Some females have it for specific reasons though. Unless they do hit the gym and then it's just not quite there, then yeah. Well, I would say at least try to hit the gym, at least work out something. May not be the best shape, but at least somewhat decent. Everybody can somewhat, that way it'll tone down those health complications naturally, at least, depending on your family history. Nonetheless, then what else? That's pretty much it. Just be loyal. If you're a virgin, that's a plus, because it just helps, because females be messing around with these guys, having sexual relations, then they're pregnant, now they don't know who the father is, and that's like the worst feeling ever. For the guy who, I guess, you're supposedly with at the time, and then also for the child, because now, based on your decisions, now the child might end up being a bastard. Or supposedly the father that you thought was going to be the father wants nothing to do with the kid. Then the person who you were with at the time, who found out they're not the father, they're not going to want nothing to do with you at all, let alone the kid. So, whereas if a guy does it, yeah, it's still bad. But guys can, they pregnant. But it would still be pretty bad for the guy though, nonetheless. Because, putting another child in the world, but you're not there to take care of it, So, it's not just one-sided, but one-sided is a bit worse. Because you're the one that's actually carrying it, exactly. for those 9 months, pretty much about most of the year, just about depending on when it's pregnant. It's June, second half of the year, and the first half of the year, something like that, first, third, whatever, quarter, whatever. Really far right now, you got a lot of city girl, hot girl, Cash App me, did Apple Pay, all this good stuff, tricking and whatnot, which is fine, but just call it what it is. Don't try to not make it seem like you ain't just have sexual relations and not something in return, or vice versa for the guys. That mutual agreement, consent. That's just what it is. There's no way around that. Now the biggest thing, the fact is are you in an actual relationship or not? Are you doing these activities? If you're in a serious relationship or marriage, and your partner has no idea, like there was no, yeah. But we just talking dating, not in a serious relationship, not marriage. Then yeah, it's fine. But thing is, you can go cut those habits out when you're in a serious relationship or marriage or engagement, whatever. Then at that point, you're not a virgin no more, so you lose that. Which, most people don't care about that anyway. So what's the point? Guys can care about it, but females probably want guys that aren't necessarily virgins. So I don't know. And then what else? It depends. Yes, your modern, traditional. You can. It's like, what do they really want? They say traditional all the time, but then they don't need no help or nothing. So then it's like, are you modern? What's the difference? Or you want to have a mix to say what it is. It's one or the other. It can't be both, but communication, setting that foundation from the start, and then you should be able to figure it out. Now, obviously, some things aren't going to work out the way you want it to work out, but at least you put some type of effort, some consistency, and there's a higher chance. But if it doesn't, at least it's not still some bad terms. If it's on bad terms, or you're just really, I guess you could say, toxic or just very negative, draining, stress, more than necessary, like to a point where, because some people, they did kill, suicide. They just feel like the whole world's against them, But it has to be something like really traumatizing, seriously. Like, this is not just shrug it off. No, something a bit more extreme. So, but yeah. And what else? That's really my opinion with that. There's some other stuff into it. Well, also, I guess you could say like the tax brackets, what type of level, different levels, not just financial, but it could be physically. That could, play a factor somewhat. But females aren't too on guys' physical. But the big thing, you gotta be able to defend yourself and her. You gotta have at least some size, some type of strength. You got no size, no strength, no nothing. It's like, man, you just gonna get punked around and bullied. You gotta be the biggest dude in the room, but at least something. Protect yourself, protect your neck. Wu-Tang said, protect your neck. Yeah. And then see what else. Emotionally, spiritually, if you're religious or everything, politics, few factors with that. I guess you say sports. That can help. Or, you in the military or anything like that. School, you got a degree, which that's your own business going. You have an actual career. What is it you're actually doing? With multiple sources of income. Do you already have kids, or you got like a family already started? Things of that nature. Relationships with your parents. There's a lot of factors. Holidays, things like that. That can really help your confidence. You walk in the room. What type of alpha, beta? I guess. Being able to speak up, hold a conversation, initiate, be able to do some things. So I think that's it. I mean, I kind of jumped around, give out different examples, but heard what the guys. Now for the females, I kind of touched on it, but kind of bold, but more strictly on that. Like I said, the tricking, the cash app, the hot girl, city girl, they can do whatever, and then they just feel like, okay, that's it. Yeah, a lot of attraction plays a factor for more females because they're very more mental, emotional. They're not gonna just have such a relation with anybody. Some really pick it in at a certain way. But honestly, the way I look at it, to the point where they can like you a lot, be answering your tests, call you, initiate the, and they'll still want to have an actual relationship with you. They're just like, well, he's good, but I like this guy, the guy that don't really like me or want me, or whatever the case may be. I was, oh, they're the hood guy. Well, it's not so much that. They're just trying to go off a guy that's not really their type or their norm, just for fun. But in the short term, yeah, it may seem good, but in the long term, it's like, what are you really doing? Especially if you know for sure that wasn't your type of guy anyway. Now, if it is, then that's fine. Just know what it is. I don't say good guys finish last, bad guys finish first. And that can be true to a certain extent. But I think you're going to be an actual man, though. That's the thing. Them tendencies and whatnot. But I don't think being in the hood do that. Or being in the hood, per se, or street life, whatever. Yeah, if you felt like, you know what, man, I gotta get something going. But eventually, you did have it. You make it legal. But you still have those ties, just in case anything happens, anybody tries some stuff. I'm still that dude. I still help my people that helped me out when I was, before I made it mainstream or whatever the case may be. Things of that nature. But then you have some people that they can able to turn it off mentally. They can just have sex with anybody. Guys, most guys can do that. They're not gonna get attached, especially virgin. Because females, they're a virgin, they'll be more attached to you, depending. But then most of them aren't ready to marriage. I would say maybe engagement or like an actual serious relationship. But it's like, I don't even know. But I just think that that should be the last thing. Check all the other boxes first. Plus, give them a chance. But it depends on what you're looking for. Like, because in person it can be very different versus online dating, which that's another thing. Which I've kind of been talked about that. But in that definitely appearing. But for most guys, it's not too bad. You just gotta be at least decent looking, clean up, but not different looks. That can help. If you're not that attractive, like, seriously, be honest with yourself. Especially the females a bit more than the guys, but guys too. Definitely females, all that makeup crap, cosmetics. It's gonna be tough. Plus, I'll depend on your area, because sometimes your area there's just not a lot of, at least maybe even decent or attractive looking females, or vice versa, guys in your area. So unfortunately, you're gonna have to just get out there. Well, you want to get out there anyway, but you just can't have the dating, the apps to kind of help out too, just in case you don't. You're just in the house chilling, maybe at work, have some spare time, things of that nature. So I mean, like I said, I kind of touched on both. That's just a little bit more on the female side. Plus, the females, especially now, this year, last year, the past 2 years, I say 2022 till now, roughly, maybe end of 2021. Especially once COVID kind of at the window. Females been definitely making a lot. Or you can say maybe the start of COVID, because the OnlyFans really started going crazy. A lot of the dancers and strippers, per se, bartenders, they kind of went on that crazy. None of them ever went back, or these people just came out because people were like, yeah. As far as the sexual stuff, because the sexual stuff is up there. But other stuff is up there to tech stuff, politics and whatnot, financial credit. That's kind of coming along, but we know sex sells. And females know that when they post these pictures and things like that. My other thing is just, be honest, but you're going to get some attention. And if you're just naturally doing it, you're not even trying to get the attention, you're going to still get it. I mean, obviously, there's, a certain reason why you would wear something out, I might have been talked about this, but yeah. You might have a female that has body, and she wears something that shows it, but, just naturally shows it. She's not even trying to put it out there, but yeah, you're going to get some attention for that. Can't be mad at that. Now, if you're not buying and it shows, and you know it's showing, and you're showing it even more than that, yeah, that's on you. But then, as long as you're not having bad intentions, regardless, there's a lot of combinations you can do it. Just not having bad intentions or trying to lead somebody on, things of that nature. Or if you had a boyfriend relationship, cause me, I'm not one of those guys like, oh, you look at my girl. I don't care about that. But if you touch my girl and interact with my girl, or y'all ain't really cool, or she don't know you, or you trying to do it in a more than just friends, like sexual way, I'm like, what the heck, man? I didn't give her a hug or something, or maybe a kiss on the cheek. That's at the most. Cause yeah, some guy very protective. I'm like, man, I did it. And sometimes it's not even your girl really, or you mean your wife. So you're just joking around. That's different, but yeah. I kind of bounced around, but that's kind of it though. I mean, I didn't have a whole lot on this topic. I just kind of freestyle. Maybe I can go back and really hit specific stuff. Maybe I got some open to it, but that's it.